Welcome to the Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before we dive into the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. Now, let's get to the Lakers news. Hey, Lakers fans! Today we've got a hot topic straight from the NBA trade world that could get the fans' hearts racing. Have you ever imagined Dennis Schroder back at the Staples Center for a third stint with the Lakers? Well, it might be closer than you think. The German guard, who has already made his mark with the team in 2 previous stints, could be a target for the Lakers if he gets bought out by the Utah Jazz. So, what led to Schroder landing in Utah? The Jimmy Butler trade saga has finally come to an end, with Butler heading to the Golden State Warriors. But that wasn't all. This trade involved 4 teams, and in the middle of all that chaos, Dennis Schroder ended up being sent to the Jazz. But don't worry, everything points to Schroder not even putting on a Utah jersey. According to Mark J. Spears, the Jazz is expected to buy out his contract, making him available to sign with another team. Unless they find a last-minute trade in the next few hours, which seems unlikely. Now, the big question, does Schroder still have what it takes to contribute to the Lakers? Let's look at the numbers. On the season, he's averaging 14.4 points and 5.5 assists. In Brooklyn, he got off to a strong start, with 18.4 points per game, 45.2% shooting from the field, and 6.6 assists over 23 games. But things took a turn in Golden State. There, Schroder struggled to adapt to the team's style of play and saw his numbers drop to 10.6 points and 4.4 assists over 24 games, with 37.5% shooting. After making waves with the blockbuster acquisition of Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks and then surprising everyone again by bringing in Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets, the Lakers still have some tricks up their sleeves. Currently, the Lakers have an open spot on the roster, and when looking at our guard situation, it makes sense to consider adding another piece. We've got Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent filling the guard and shooting guard spots. But if we're being honest, Vincent's value is heavily based on his defense. The team needs someone who can confidently come in and create plays for themselves and their teammates. And who better than Schroder? Let's recall his history with the Lakers. In the 2020-21 season, Schroder had a solid average of 15.4 points and 5.8 assists. It looked promising, but he bet on himself by rejecting a 4-year offer, and that gamble didn't pay off after a disappointing performance in the 2021 playoffs. But Schroder didn't give up. He returned in the 2022-23 season on a minimum contract, had a great season with averages of 12.6 points and 4.5 assists, and helped the team reach the conference finals. After that, he went to the Toronto Raptors with a bigger deal, but look at this. He's already been traded 4 times in the last 20 months. It seems like he still hasn't found the right fit. If the Jazz decides to trade him instead of buying out his contract, things could get tricky. Danny Ainge, our old friend, probably won't make life easy for the Lakers after the surprise move we made with the Luka Doncic trade. Remember, Utah was involved as the 3rd team in that deal? Yeah, it seems they haven't quite gotten over the fact that we kept everything under wraps until the last second. Now, if Schroder does return, he already has some familiarity with a few of our players, but there's another challenge ahead, adjusting to JJ Redick's new style of play. And let's be honest, playing behind Luka Doncic won't be easy. Schroder's role will be much smaller than in his previous stints. The question is, will he accept this reduced role, or will he look for a team where he can have more of a starring role? And that's where the risk factor comes in. Before the Jazz makes a decision on Schroder's future, we need to keep an eye on competitors like the Minnesota Timberwolves. They could easily trade for him and even offer him a spot in the starting lineup, thanks to his aggressive defense and ball handling skills. The Lakers, on the other hand, can't promise him star minutes, but what we can offer is much more valuable, a real shot at competing for a championship. Let's remember what happened the last time he went to the playoffs with an expiring contract. He came out valued, securing a good deal in the open market after 2 years of signing exception and minimum contracts. But the risk is real now. If his post-buyout season doesn't go well, he could find himself back to those lower contracts, which is definitely not what he wants. The choice is in Schroder's hands, and it's a decision that could be pivotal for his future. He can choose a team where he can hunt for stats, be a protagonist, and inflate his numbers, or he can seek a genuine chance to contend for a title. And, to be honest, of all the teams in the mix this season, the Lakers seem like the natural fit. The environment is familiar, the fans already know what he can deliver, and with Luka Doncic leading the charge, Schroder would have the opportunity to be a key piece in the rotation, even with a smaller role. More than that, he'd have a chance to fight for something bigger than numbers, an NBA title. Dennis Schroder's return to the Los Angeles Lakers could be a great addition if he accepts a smaller role and focuses on contributing to the team's success. His ability to defend, run the floor, and create plays could be valuable on a team that's aiming to compete for a title. However, if he prioritizes his protagonism and individual stats, it could cause friction in the Lakers system, limiting his effectiveness. The decision to bring Schroder back will depend on his mindset. If he's willing to embrace a supporting role and focus on chasing a championship, he could be a great asset. If not, the Lakers may want to look for alternatives that better align with the team's needs. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Dennis Schroder would be a valuable addition to the Lakers if he returns, or should the team look for better fits in a supporting role for the championship chase? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Lakers Nation.